Hi friends, and welcome back to Lemon Tree Corner, and it is Christmas in July. So this month we are doing some special gift ideas and getting started on Christmas presents and that kind of thing. So today we are off for an adventure. We are not in the studio. We are going on a field trip. My sister and I are going to head up to Pasadena. We're going to hit a craft reuse store, like a thrift store for crafts. And then we're also going to hit a yarn store up there that we've been wanting to visit. So I'll take you along for that. And it should be a pretty nice day. We're going to have an afternoon tea as well. So that should be fun. It's really hot here in Southern California. I'm going to put all of the Christmas in July videos in a special playlist. So that'll be listed there if you miss one and you want to go back and watch it. The first thing we will be doing making wise is we will be making a sweater size project bag for moi to take down to 4th of July with me, because I'll have lots of time to crochet, but I will not have access to the sewing machine or anything else. So it's a good time to start on all of those ornaments that I need to make for the Craftsman's Guild. So let's get ready to have an adventure. Go ahead and grab a cool beverage, an iced tea, whatever you got to stay cool today, and let's hit the road. Here we are, ready for our adventure. Where are we going today, Kelly?
Creative Reuse in Pasadena, and then the Woolhaus, and then tea at the Chado Tearoom.
Ooh, fancy. Okay, we'll take you along with us. Hang on.
I'm writing Christmas postcards out by the pool. It's 70 degrees in the shade and the breeze is cool. Yeah. Even though we don't get snow.
Here we are at Remainders Creative Reuse. So, arts and craft thrift store. We have classes, a class space.
I still think it's the place to go, where the weather outside doesn't get frightful. It just stays warm and delightful. That's Christmas time in LA. In LA. Don't you know I'm loving it? Christmas
Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill.
So this red line down the middle of the street is, put your guess in the comments below. You ready? It is the line that the Rose Parade floats follow. So this is the street the Rose Parade goes down, Colorado Boulevard. Very cool.
Making our Christmas memories, oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas.
Here we are at the Chado Tearoom. We have a reservation for outside, but we're hoping they can seat us inside.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories, oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories, oh, oh, la, da, 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 oh, oh, oh.
So I am recovering from our field trip yesterday. We got a lot of steps in and experienced a lot, so I wanted to go over that with you and give you a haul of all the stuff we bought. So the first place we went is called Remainders, and it's a creative materials thrift store in Pasadena. So if you're interested in going, I highly recommend it. There were a lot of great deals, and it just kind of felt nice, instead of buying something new at Joann's or Michael's, to come here and buy something that somebody lovingly curated and then passed away, and all their stuff got donated to the thrift store. So it's a little sad in a way, because you'll walk past and you go, oh, that was somebody's collection of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's where my stuff is going to end up eventually. But it was also nice to be able to repurpose that and give it a new life, and feel like I wasn't contributing to the mass landfills of the world. So that's good. So I have arts and crafts supplies, fabrics and sewing items. We even had jewelry there, buttons, like lots of things. So very fun. And you also have a creative space where you can have a party. They host school groups doing creative projects, so that's fun. And then of course you can donate supplies, so very nice if you're ever in the area. But they do not have public restrooms, so be sure to go to the bathroom before you go there. Ask me how I know. Okay, the first thing I found was some plastic canvas sheets. These are like really big sheets, and they were 50 cents each, so you just can't beat that. We're going to use these to make some of the Christmas ornaments out of, so I'm glad to have found these. That was exactly what I needed. They also had a bin of scrapbook paper. I think this whole stack of scrapbook paper cost me $2. So very good deal there. I went ahead and got some Christmas scrapbook paper because I want to make some more thank you cards for the shop. I'm almost out of thank you cards, and I figured if we're making holiday bags, I might as well go ahead and do that. So there were a lot of those pieces, and then a more generic stripey piece, more generic stuff so that I can make the regular thank you cards for the rest of the year. And that one was really pretty. So just some interesting patterns that I can put like a thank you words over. I feel like I have this piece of paper already in my stash. It's very interesting. And then there's a nice crazy one. So just a nice random collection of paper that I can use to make some thank you cards. And then the big score was that they have fabric. So in addition to having fat quarters and actual bolts of fabric, they also have these little yard pieces. They're just random remnants that they have. I picked this one up. It's very beautiful. It reminds me of those Rifle Paper Company ones. And then anything that's less than a yard just gets weighed at the end, and you get charged by the weight. So it's $4 a yard for all these pieces of fabric. The only problem with this is that I don't have a lining match to go with this, so we will have to find one. And then just random Christmas stuff. I figured since we're doing Christmas in July, I would pick out some Christmas fabrics. I found these really cute, like patchworky ones, what I thought would be cute. So we'll have to find some blenders to go with these as the linings and the bottoms, but just super cute. Is that upside down? There we go. Right side up. So super cute. Yeah, I really like the patchwork ones. Just reminds me of quilts, so that's fun. You know, very fun. So picked those up and then got some random blenders as well. So we have some options for our linings and our bottoms. And then we found somebody's thimble collection. So me and Kelly both got a thimble. If I can put my hand behind it there. So this one just has some flowers, and then it's got a saying on the back, blossom by blossom, this spring begins. Very pretty. And the fine print on the inside says it was made in England. So very nice. I will use this as my thimble. And we're going to be working on those felt ornaments in a couple of weeks. So I can definitely be using that thimble when I'm embroidering things. And also found this bracelet, which I am most likely going to be turning into some dangle earrings. So I'll probably take like a third or a fourth of this. And they're already attached, which is nice, so I can just cut off one of those and then attach the loops. So that'll be good. So that's what I got at the reuse place. And then we went to the Woolhaus in Pasadena as well. So I don't know if you guys remember, I started a project with the yarn I bought when we were up in Monterey. And if you'll remember, this is the one I wound up landing on, but I really wanted that dark blue. The dark blue one that I didn't realize was there until I watched back the footage after I got home. So this is just looking very plain to me, even though it's got the little knobbly bits. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't really stand out. It's not really the color I wanted. So I was looking for like a mohair or something that I could hold with that yarn just to give it a depth of color. And I found an alpaca blend, which would be nice. So we got this really nice fuzzy alpaca blue. And I think two of them will do the trick. This is what? 96% alpaca, 4% nylon. So it's like made in Sweden. So that's nice. And so it's called Borstet Alpaca. Very pretty. And being held together with this, I think it's just gonna, I don't know, you can't see the color very well. I think it's just gonna give it a little depth of color and darkness that it needs. So I'm gonna keep this one the way it is. I'm not gonna rip it back yet because I have a whole other ball. So I'm gonna restart the scarf. I like the scarf pattern, just wasn't very happy with the yarn. So I'm gonna restart the scarf pattern, which is the grit stitch. So just a very nice stitch, especially for that knobbly yarn. And I'm going to try and hold it with this one. Since it's alpaca, it's a little nicer on my skin. So I think that's going to work out good for me. So I will restart that one. I probably won't restart this one until we're done with the other shawl we're working on, because I just got too much going on right now. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. If you're interested in either of those stores, I will link them below if you're in the area. Pasadena was also just a beautiful historic city. I forget how historic it is, but beautiful, mature trees, craftsman style homes all over the place, and the downtown with the brick buildings and that big dome that you will have seen in the footage. And we also drove past my sister's old library that she used to work in when she first moved out of the house. So she used to live in South Pasadena, so we drove past that and her first apartment and kind of went down memory lane, which is nice because I was living in Northern California at the time, so I think I had been to her library once, but you know, it's kind of back in the recesses of my memory now. So it was nice to get to see that and kind of see what her life was like at that point in time. So that was nice. And and we also did tea, which is very, very cool. You'll see that I brought the wrong tripod. I was gonna do the classic setting up the camera on the table next to us and us chatting and having tea, and that didn't happen because I brought the wrong tripod with the wrong camera connector. So c'est la vie. You will have seen a slideshow of our tea, which was very nice, but since we were sitting outside, we had a lot of noise going on. It was a toss-up between sitting inside. There was a huge party going on, a retirement party going on, and it wasn't exactly like air conditioned inside either. And then there was a really nice breeze outside, and they turned on the misters. Really pretty canopy over us, so we decided to sit outside, which is where our reservations were in the first place. And of course you had like car alarms going off, people walking by smoking fancy stuff, and like a trash truck pulling up. So it's what you would think of as, you know, you're eating right there next to a major street in a major city. So it wasn't quite the atmosphere we were looking for, but it was really noisy inside as well. So it just worked out that way. We made the most of it and enjoyed our treats. And I really enjoyed spending time with my sister. It's so nice to have days like that where you just kind of spend the whole day doing something and having new experiences together. So thank you for inviting me, Kelly. So the next episode, we will be making my project bag so that we can put all of the yarn in it to make all the crochet stuff when I am down in San Diego and away from my studio and away from my sewing machine, so that I have plenty of stuff to work on those 2 days, 3 days. I mean, it's like 2.5 days basically that I'm gone. So I hope you join me for that, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Love you, friends. Bye.